Okay, so Overbury Farms, it's been the same family ownership since 1722. We farm about 1,500 hectares, of which probably 1,000 is combinable crops, and then we let a little bit of land out for salad onions, salad potatoes and some hand-picked peas, and then we've got a sheep flock as well that runs maybe 1,000, 1,100 ewes that runs the grassland as well. Of the combinable crops we go malting barley for Malston Cause, part of their growers group. We grow oilseed rape and milling wheat, feed wheat, and we also grow some peas and a little bit of linseed just to try out to see if we can get along growing that this year. Yeah, most of the tractors are John Deere tractors. So we've got an 8370R, which is our main tractor. In the last 12 months, we've moved to a zero tillage scenario. So we are looking at high amounts of residue, keeping the ground covered, and we need a combine and a header that can deal with leaving a nice tall straw, but also have really good residue management so that we can get that crop evenly spread, so our zero tillage equipment can get in there and plant and then get the next crop established evenly. The Macdon header's just started today. This is day one of our harvest. I went on a Nuffield farming scholarship 2 years ago, went to look at wheat growers around the world, and all the best farmers were always using Macdon headers, and that's something that is very different to the UK farming situation. We buy a combine and it comes with the header that the same brand as the combine. I could see instantly that there were advantages from a Draper type header in the way the crop is presented to the combine. We've got a John Deere 680 combine, and we're looking to put 1,000 hectares or so through that each year, so it's a bit on its limit. So anything we can do to increase throughput and increase output from that combine, we need to be able to do. And the Macdon Draper header is certainly doing that on what we've seen on the harvest so far. So the tilt function on the header has been great, where we've got sort of slightly laid patches of barley in this instance. The ability from in the cab just to tilt that knife blade down and sort of scoop up underneath those laid crops whilst not interfering with the overall sort of header functions has been really good. That coupled with the way the crop is presented to the combine, it's all even. Actually just listening to the combine, listening to the header, it's not chuntering around, it's not under any kind of stress. That crop is just being carried really evenly straight up into the header, straight out through the chopper as well, and that's creating a really good residue management scenario for the zero till kit. I don't want to come in here with rakes and things like that because it's more wheelings on the field, so having that even spread through a more efficient operation of the combine, we're using less fuel for that. It's not constantly under pressure, under load and then no load, load and then no load. So that's making our combining operations more efficient. We're using less fuel, so that's costing us less money, and we're getting a better result at the end of it. Overbury Farms has always been an innovative farm, so we're always looking at the next bit of technology to make us more efficient as we go through. Anything we can do to try and make us more efficient, more sustainable, whether that's economically, environmentally or socially, we're trying to adopt those sort of practices. So the switch from zero till or conventional tillage into zero till is saving us a lot of money. It's better for the soil, better for the environment with which we're managing and looking after. And then this just seemed to be the next step along that line. Can we make more efficiencies out of our existing machinery without having to have a bigger combine each time? You know, we can get 10–15% better output by changing the header. So let's change the header, keep the same combine, reduce our costs, be more efficient. So Overbury Farms farms all sorts of soil types and all sorts of altitudes, and we go right up to 1,000 feet on Breedon Hill, which is quite undulating land. So the idea of having a flexible header, to me, makes perfect sense. So the ground following contours are absolutely key when the combine header widths are getting wider and wider. And the ability to be very gentle on the ground, not bulldoze and sort of go over our stones without picking them up is a real bonus that we're hopefully going to be able to see from this. So contour following is going to be key. That's going to leave an even stubble height, which again makes our zero till, or the entry to zero till, that much easier and that much better.